Hello everybody, namaskaram to all the beautiful people out there. Hope you guys are doing amazingly well. Welcome back to another lesson of English with Ashish. And guys, in today's lesson, we will master the difference between must, have to, have got to, and should. Alright, so if you're watching English with Ashish for the first time, you must subscribe to the channel. Or you don't have to, but you should subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Alright, and if you haven't joined our Facebook group, you should do that because every single day we're learning something new. A lot of things are happening on our Facebook group. Make sure you join that. The link is in the description. Without wasting any time, let's do it. All right, guys, point number one. So whenever you want to talk about obligations or things that are important, that are necessary to do, you can either use must or have to. Look at the examples. I must attend the class. I must do it. I have to attend the class. I have to do it. Now, what is the difference between these two sentences? Is there any difference? Yes, there is a difference. Let's talk about it. So guys, you use must to talk about an obligation that comes from you, that comes from the speaker. You understand the importance of the event and you decide to do it. You understand that you have to do it. It is necessary to do it and you make it an obligation. Nobody makes you to do it. You yourself decide to do it. All right. So when I say I must attend the class, I know the importance of the class and I must do it. I have decided that I'm going to do it. It's a necessary thing. It is necessary to attend the class, and that's why I'm saying I must attend the class. It's important for me to do it. This is not an obligation coming from outside. Nobody's making me to attend the class. I myself have decided that. But when I use have to, so when I say I have to attend the class, somebody else is making it necessary for me to attend the class. Somebody else gave me an obligation to do it. And if I don't do it, I gotta face the repercussions, all right? I gotta face the consequences. I don't have any option left, all right? I have to do this. I have to do it. All right, now, how about I have got to attend the class? How is it different from I must attend the class and I have to attend the class? Guys, I have got to attend the class is not any different from I have to attend the class. It's one and the same thing. The only difference is have got to is quite common in spoken English. That too in British English, not in American English. All right. So it's just the same. I've got to attend the class. All right. Let me give you more examples. I must cut my hair. Everyone will laugh at me. I must cut my hair. It's looking messy, right? And I gotta do it. I must cut my hair. Nobody's making me to do it. Nobody's making me to cut my hair. I have decided it. I understand the importance. I understand the necessity. And that's why I'm saying I must cut my hair, all right? We must give her a chance. Let's see if she can do it. We must give her a chance, right? We think it is important. It is necessary to give her a chance. We must give her a chance. Let's see if she can do it. Have to. Everyone has to wear casual clothes on weekdays. Everyone has to do it. It's an obligation coming from outside. Maybe the company is making it an obligation. Everyone has to wear casual clothes on weekdays. It's something that we all have to do. We don't have any choices. Now, why has to? Why not have to? See, the subject everyone is singular. And with a singular subject, we use has to, not have to. Everyone has to. He has to. She has to. It has to. Rahul has to. All right. Now, if we were talking about past, we would say had to. Everyone had to wear casual clothes on weekdays. In the past, when I was working there, everyone had to wear casual clothes on weekdays. Second example, we have to return the book to the librarian. We have to do it, right? It's an obligation coming from the college. If you take some books from the library, you have to return them, right? You have to do them. You don't have any choice, okay? So to talk about responsibilities or obligations, we can either use must or have to, but not in the same manner. We've just understood that, all right? Now guys, if you're talking about somebody else's obligation, we use have to. Look at the examples. They have to submit the papers by 4 p.m. They have to do it. They don't have any options. They have to do it. It's an obligation and they have to fulfill it. They have to submit the papers by 4 p.m. It is their obligation. Max and I had to pay $100 every month to that lady. We had to do it. Talking about the past obligation. In the past, we had to pay $100 every month to that lady. All right. Now, when we use must and have to in negative forms, they act very, very differently. They're not even close to each other. So must not means prohibited. You're not supposed to do something. You're not allowed to do something. And don't have to or doesn't have to or didn't have to, depending on the subject and the time, means it's not necessary for you to do it. All right. Okay, we'll take some examples and understand this. Must not. She must not visit my house. She must not do it. It's prohibited for her to visit my house. She cannot do it, right? You must not touch my phone. You cannot touch my phone. Cannot also be used here. You must not touch my phone. You're not allowed to touch my phone. You are prohibited from touching my phone. You can't do that, all right? I must not play games anymore. I know I play games a lot and I waste a lot of time. So I am prohibiting myself from playing games. Nobody else is doing that. I am doing it. I understand that I'm wasting a lot of time and I should not do this. So I am prohibiting myself from playing games. All right. That's how we use must not. Don't have to or doesn't have to or didn't have to. She doesn't have to visit my house. It's not necessary for her to visit my house. She does have a choice to do that, right? She can do it, or if she doesn't want to do it, it's all right. She doesn't have to do it. It's her choice, all right? Why does not have to? Because the subject is singular. She. She doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. Rahul doesn't have to. Max doesn't have to. All right? Second example. You don't have to wait for me. It's your choice. You don't have to do it. It's not an obligation, right? You can do it. And if you don't want to do it, it's fine. It's fine either. You don't have to wait for me. All right? I did not have to do a job. In the past, I did not have to do a job. I did a job, but I did it because I wanted to. It was not an obligation. Nobody forced me to do a job. It was my choice. All right. So that's how we use must not and don't have to or doesn't have to or didn't have to. These are very different. We just saw that. Okay. Next usage to give opinions, suggestions, or advice. We can use must or have to or should, but they're very different. How? Let's understand. You must talk to your family about the case. You must do it. It's a piece of advice from my side. It's a suggestion from my side, all right? You must talk to your family. They can help you, right? You must talk to your family about the case. You have to talk to your family about the case. You have to do it. Like, it's a very strong advice. It's a very strong suggestion. You have to talk to your family about the case, man. Your father is a lawyer, right? You have to talk to your family about the case. How can you not talk to your family about the case? You have to. Third, you should talk to your family about the case. You should do that. It's not a very strong suggestion. I think you should do it, right? It's my advice. That's how I think. So whenever you want to talk about suggestions, whenever you want to give suggestions or opinions or advice, must and have to are very strong, right? Very, very strong, and should is not that strong. It's very light, right? So that is the second difference. We can also use must and have to or should to talk about possible situations, to talk about certainty. All right, look at the examples. You must be a teacher. Oh, you must be a teacher. I am certain that you are a teacher. You must be a teacher. I'm talking about a possible situation. I'm talking about the certainty of a situation. I think you're a teacher. You must be a teacher, right? I am pretty sure you are a teacher. It must be cold there. I'm talking to somebody over the phone and I am guessing. I think this is what is there. It must be cold there. All right. It must be cold there. I'm talking about a possible situation and I'm quite confident. All right. That's how we use must to talk about a certain situation, to talk about the certainty of a situation, to talk about the possibility of a situation. Have to. It has to be the correct answer. It has to be the correct answer, right? I am sure it is the correct answer. I am talking about the certainty of the situation. It has to be the correct answer. Or it has got to be the correct answer. It has got to be the correct answer. Have got to is very common to talk about situations where you are certain, you're absolutely sure. All right. It has got to be the correct answer. Why has? Because the subject is singular. It has got to be the correct answer. Somebody left a phone on my stairs. That has to be Monu, all right? Who else could have done that? Only Monu knew that I needed a phone and I got a phone. It has to be Monu. That guy has to be Monu. I'm talking about the certainty of a situation, a possible situation. That has to be Monu, all right? The market should be crowded today. The market should be crowded today. I go to that market quite frequently, and today is a Sunday, and on Sundays it's quite crowded. So it should be crowded today because today is a Sunday, all right? We can use must or have to here. The market must be crowded today if you're very sure, or the market has to be crowded today or has got to be crowded today, all right? So that is the third difference between must, have to, and should or have got to, all right? Now, must is not used in the past. Only have to can be used in the present, in the past, and in the future, all right? Look at these examples. Must. We must finish the work. Present, talking about the present situation, we must do it, right? We must go there tomorrow. We must do something in the future. Tomorrow is the future time mark. We must do it tomorrow, all right? Talking about the future. Can we use must to talk about the past? A big no, we can't do that. But have to can be used to talk about the present, to talk about the past, and to talk about the future. Look at these examples. We have to pay the rent now. We have to pay the rent now. It's an obligation. In the present, we have to do it. We will have to pay the rent next month. We will have to do something in the future. We will have to fulfill an obligation in the future. We will have to pay the rent next month. Future, next month. Future time marker. Past. We had to pay the extra money last month. In the past, we had to do something. We had an obligation to do something. We had to pay that extra money, the extra $50 last month in the past. So have to can be used in the present, in the past, and in the future as well. So that is about today's lesson. I hope you loved it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you must subscribe to the channel. Or you don't have to, but you should. All right? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Like the video, join our Facebook group. And before you do that, you have some questions in front of you. You have some sentences. You have to choose the right word. Answer these questions in the comment section below. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you guys very soon. Till then, keep learning. Have fun. I love you all. Bye-bye.